Hey there all YouTubers, thanks for checking out my channel, Heavy Metal Barbecue, where we play heavy metal loud and fast and do barbecue low and slow. Tonight I'm prepping a full slab of spare ribs. Just going to do the whole thing, not going to trim it down, put it right on the grill. My new favorite technique is to clean them up, get the membrane off, and put Cavenders directly on the meat. Put that in the fridge, leave that in overnight. Tomorrow, I'll take them out, give it a quick rub down with a little bit of yellow mustard. I'm going to add a little bit of the Tango Spice, Tango Verde, and then I'm going to go with the bone-sucking sauce, seasoning and rub. I like the color this stuff gives to ribs, so I'm going to try this combination here. But this video is not about how I'm preparing the ribs. It's more about the technique on how I'm going to cook them. I'm going to smoke them in my new Weber Master-touch Kettle. I'm going to use an indirect method, more of the indirect with kind of a convection kind of technique to it. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to put a separator in there, kind of stealing the idea based on guys putting in bricks or fire bricks, or even I've seen that Gorilla Q diverter, whatever you want to call it, just to keep the heat from not burning the ribs. So that's going to be my little technique. I'll show you guys all that tomorrow. But the other thing, the Weber kettle, it has a temperature gauge in the dome. Well, temperature gauge is up here and the meat's down below, and the way I'm going to keep track of the temperature on the rack where the meat is I'm going to use my PID controller. I'm not going to plug in the fan because I'm not going to be using this. I just want to use this as a thermometer for checking out the temperature. And as you can see, it's kind of chilly here. Temperature really dropped around this area. So I'm going to connect this to the grate, cooking grate, and this should give me my temperature down where the meat is. This is going to work pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to use that, keep the temp on there. And do that. And it shouldn't take too long. Get my briquettes going, my Kingsford briquettes, and probably put in a couple pieces of hickory and a couple pieces of apple, and we'll just see how it goes. And put in my Heavy Metal Barbecue spray bottle. I'm going to use a little bit of apple juice, and I might try a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there too. Let's get silly, crazy, wacky. So tomorrow I'll explain what I got going on in that Weber kettle. So I'm not going to bore you with the whole cleaning and the rub down and all that stuff. So next time you see me, we'll be talking about how I'm setting up that Weber. Alright, rock on. And what I did was I got a aluminum roasting pan. I smashed it down, got it nice and flat, conformed it to the bottom of the kettle here. that I manipulated and bent around, and I have these ceramic briquettes, which is going to be some thermal mass that's going to keep in the heat. It's really cold here today, it's like 40 degrees. They're going to help hold in the heat, and also it's going to hold this aluminum pan down nice and tight. But it's going to, with my separator here, set that right on top of it like that, so I got those bricks underneath there. And then I also have some bricks here. Like the Gorilla Q, you would put water. I don't want to do water. I got ceramic briquettes. Okay. Another aluminum pan that I manipulated and folded. And I also got some more ceramic briquettes in there for a little bit more thermal mass. Just bent myself a little piece of aluminum foil there just to catch some of the grease. It's not going to catch it all, but just to catch the majority of the grease. So that's what I have going on there. It's alright, I'll be back, get this charcoal going and get ready to rock. Okay, so I got my new favorite toy here. It's flamethrower, propane flamethrower. I'm just gonna get these coals going, get them started real quick. This thing is pretty badass cool. Got my vents all the way open. Got it marked down there, wide open, get this going. So alright, let me get this going and for now I got my vents wide open. After this starts heating up, then I'll start knocking it down. Got my 3/4 mark halfway and quarter mark right there. So now we're heating up nicely on this cold day. Alright, so and the temperature down at the grate is 222 right now, so it's getting pretty warm. There's a big discrepancy on the temperature. That's why I set up this PID controller. So I'm going to start throttling this back. I want to just crack it a little bit. Try to control the temp a little bit here. 227. It's going to keep climbing, so time to get the ribs on. It's smoking a little bit. It's going to calm down in another minute or so. Sorry, let me get the ribs on. Okay, we're settling in about 450 on the dome thermometer and 235 on the PID. That's on the grill grate level, and I got it about halfway. Got my vent set at about halfway. It up here, see what it looks like. Give it a spray down of some apple juice. Oh, look at that, it looks pretty good. Some apple juice and some apple cider vinegar. Just moisten it up a little bit here. Oh yeah. Should be good. Okay, we're gonna set the sauce real quick. Watch this. My new flamethrower. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Sauce is set.